This is Treasure Tomes with Mo Librarian. Welcome. This is the first video of a brand new channel devoted to treasure hunting, and I will be your guide. I'm excited to do this. I have been treasure hunting for quite a while now, and I think it's time for me to spread my wings and try something new. I am brand new to YouTubing, so please understand that this value of production is going to be pretty low to start. I'm using a GoPro camera. I don't have a microphone. I don't know if I even have video editing software, but we'll see. And so it's going to be a kind of a work in progress, but I hope you enjoy watching these videos and learning a bit about treasure hunting. First video here is just going to be an introduction. Subsequent videos are going to probably be more heavily based on PowerPoint slides, which is what I like to do. As a librarian, I like to do my research and share that research with all of you. So let's start with me. I'm a 46-year-old librarian living in Missouri near St. Louis. And I started treasure hunting, well, that's a good question. When did I start treasure hunting? Back in the early 2000s, a book came out called A Treasure's Trove. And at that time, I was pretty poor, didn't have a whole lot of money to go treasure hunting, or boots on the ground, as we call it, back then. So I bought the book and hoped there was maybe a treasure somewhere near St. Louis. There were multiple, I think around 12 treasures altogether, but they were hidden in the hollows of trees across the country. And I think the nearest one was near Des Moines, Iowa. I'm so sorry. That's my cat, Mia, and she's being a pain right now. So I couldn't go to Des Moines, and I hadn't even really figured out it wasn't Des Moines anyway. So after that was done, I really didn't think about treasure hunting at all until I married my husband in 2014. And then around 2016, I think was when he first told me about the big Forrest Fenn treasure out in the Rockies. I have to admit, I was a bit, I don't know, I didn't really believe in it. I don't know why I didn't believe in it, but I was skeptical. I guess I'm a born and bred Missourian, and you have to show me. We don't take things on face value. So I did buy the book for him, though, because I thought he would enjoy it. And it was expensive. I feel like it was around $85. But I bought the book for him, and we had fun looking through it, and he watched videos. That's how I got introduced to some people who are very famous in the treasure hunting community, like Cal Lazar, K-Pro, Mysterious Writings, Estes Quest, and there's others. There's now there's Treasure Hunt with Us, and a few others as well. So in 2020, when things started shutting down because of COVID, we thought it would be fun if we could figure out where the treasure was in the Rockies to go take a camping trip and see if we can find it. At the time, I think my husband was more interested in Colorado. No, we know now that that was not the right state, but we had fun just thinking about it and researching it. Then, of course, that summer we found out that the treasure was found by someone back east. And so that was the end of the Forrest Fenn hunt. Then we moved to The Secret, which is a treasure hunt that was started by a man named Byron Price in the early 80s. There are 12 casks with keys that were buried across the country. 3 of those have been found, and 9 have not. Since then, he tragically passed away in a car accident, and no one really knows where the other 9 are. They were buried, and cities do change, and these were buried mainly in cities as far as I can tell. We were looking mostly at Milwaukee, but we, again, never really got to the point where we were ready to go boots on the ground in Milwaukee. Then last year, in spring 2024, so about a year ago, I learned about a scavenger hunt that was going to happen in Boone County, Missouri. That is the home of Columbia, Missouri, one of the bigger towns in our state, and also the University of Missouri. And I lived there for 6 years when I was going to college for my bachelor's and master's degrees. I still go back there all the time. I'm only about a little over an hour away from there. And so there was a scavenger hunt that was going to happen in the summer to support the Boone County Historical Society. They were celebrating their 100th anniversary. A local jewelry store had donated kindly a lot of precious stones, including a $10,000 diamond. And it was a scavenger hunt, so you would have to go clue to clue to clue to clue. And there was all kinds of different puzzles, anagrams, ciphers, and word searches and things like that. So we got through quite a few of the different stops, but we never got to the end. Someone else ended up winning the prize. So that got me really thinking that I wanted to do more. And that's when I researched and found out that a new book would be coming out in the fall. And that book was written by a man named John Collins Black. And it's called There's Treasure Inside. And that's this one right here. So There's Treasure Inside ended up being published in November. There are 5 treasures across the country. 4 of them are smaller, and those treasure boxes are worth a little over $100,000. And then the biggest one is probably worth more than $1 million. And so I've been having fun trying to figure out that treasure hunt. We did go boots on the ground in Arkansas just about a month ago for one of the boxes, but we didn't find anything, obviously. Then we found out about a docuseries that was coming out on Netflix called Golden Greed. And that docuseries was going to be all about the big Forrest Fenn hunt, including a cast of characters who were really big on the hunt back then. One of those folks is a man named Justin Posey, and he has created his own treasure hunt using not only pieces from the Forrest Fenn treasure that were auctioned off that he bought, but also some items of his own. And that treasure is now somewhere in the western United States. The book came out right at the very end of March, and I created a Facebook group. That Facebook group is called Beyond the Map's Edge Treasure Hunters, and it has about 2,400 members as of what today is? Oh, April 20th. April 20th, I have over 2,400 people in that group. And it's been a lot of fun, but also a lot of work to manage that group. I do have other admins with me who have been very helpful. So I thought, well, let's move on to YouTube, see what we can do with that. Like I said, I wanted to be able to find a way to kind of explain some thoughts and theories I have about multiple treasure hunts that are out there. And not only is there, of course, there's treasure inside, there's Beyond the Map's Edge, and there are books that I have ebook versions of. Michael O'Connell came up with a treasure hunt called Lady Liberty Treasure Hunt that is based in New England. And so that one is kind of tied into the 250th anniversary of this country. Yesterday, April 19th, was Patriot Day. This was the day 250 years ago that the American Revolution officially began. There is other ones like Estes Quest, which is going on right now. It's a 30-day hunt that takes place in the Mid-Atlantic. That one doesn't have a book with it, but there is a buy-in. I'm going to add some links to this video so that you can go to these different websites, and if there's a buy-in for it, you can do that. Or if there's a book to buy, you can do that. And then there's all kinds of other different ones that some I don't have anything to do with just because it's overwhelming, all that's out there. Now, if anybody would like to make a treasure hunt here in the St. Louis area, I would be all in. Travel, of course, is an issue with a lot of people. Not only does it cost money, it also costs time. And my husband and I both have full-time jobs that are hard to get away from. So we can take vacation here and there, but not all the time. Those of you who have work from home jobs or you're financially stable enough that you don't have to have full-time jobs, all the best to you. I hope that you get to do a lot of fun going out there and seeing nature and getting together with people. To me, that's what these treasure hunts are really all about. Obviously, it's important that someone's going to get a treasure worth a lot of money, even possibly life-changing money. And I don't want to knock down the seriousness of that. I think that's a serious thing for a lot of people. In the end, though, I have to understand that there are thousands of people searching for this treasure, and there's just me. So the likelihood I'm going to find anything is pretty low. The likelihood of any individual finding anything is pretty low, and yet someone's going to find it eventually. Hope that's you. Anyway, thank you so very much for watching this video, dealing with me tripping over my words at time. I'm not used to being in front of the camera. It's not my desire to be. I'm just doing this one time so that you can see what I look like, know that I'm a real person. And from here on out, most of my videos are going to be more of a PowerPoint base. I may do shorts now and then. If you have any questions, any comments, please, of course, put that down below in that area of the screen. I do want to just kind of put a little caveat. I know if I put myself out there, I open myself up to the risk of people who are trolls or mean, people who don't know how to be kind. And you may want to say something nasty about the fact that I can't have any kids, or that I look overweight, or whatever it is that you don't like about me or this video. And all I can say is that it doesn't bother me. It doesn't hurt me. All you're doing is just kind of pouring coals on top of your own head. That said, I hope you have a wonderful week. Enjoy treasure hunting. Stay safe if you're going boots on the ground. And I'll see you next time. Bye.